All right, if you're running ads on Instagram, there is one question that comes up over and over again. How much should I actually be spending? Is going super small a smart move, or are you basically just throwing your money away? Well, today we are cutting right through all the noise and getting straight to the numbers that actually win.
So let's just tackle the big one right out of the gate. You've probably heard it's possible to run ads for just $1 a day. But is that a secret shortcut to success, or is it really just a trap designed to waste your cash?
Look, I get it. The $1 ad myth is, well, it's really tempting. Meta's own ads manager lets you punch in $1 as your daily budget. It feels totally risk-free, like you're just dipping your toes in the water. But here's the thing you have to understand. There's a huge gap between what the platform allows you to do and what the market actually requires you to succeed. So, just how useless is that single dollar? Well, one expert put it absolutely perfectly. Trying to get results with a $1 ad is literally like whispering in a hurricane. Think about it. The Instagram feed is this incredibly loud, chaotic place. That dollar doesn't even make a peep. You're just not buying enough reach to be heard over the noise. And that brings us right to the heart of the problem. Your tiny budget isn't just failing to reach people, it's failing to feed the algorithm. And you gotta know, the Meta algorithm is a very hungry machine. It absolutely needs data, and tons of it, to learn who your customers are, so it can go out and find more of them.
Now, if you've ever tried to run a low-budget ad, I'm willing to bet you've seen this dreaded little status in your dashboard: Learning Limited. This is not just some casual warning, okay? This is the algorithm screaming at you. I'm starving. You are not giving me enough data to do my job. And without that data, it can't optimize, which means your money is just gone.
So, what does the algorithm need to actually get smart and start working for you? Well, it all boils down to this magic number, 50. It needs to see about 50 conversions, that's sales, signups, whatever your goal is, every single week to get out of that learning phase. With a tiny budget, you'll never, ever feed it enough data to hit that number. Your campaign is just stuck in first gear forever.
Okay, so if the cheapest option is a total bust, then what actually works? This is where we need a major mindset shift. We have to stop asking, what's the absolute cheapest I can get away with, and start asking the right question. What's the most efficient budget to get a real return on my investment?
So what's the pro-level standard for 2025? We've looked at the data from hundreds of successful accounts, and the answer is crystal clear. If you are serious about getting sales or leads, your absolute rock-bottom starting point needs to be $20 to $50 a day. This isn't just about spending more. It's about giving the algorithm the fuel it needs to actually find your people.
And this case study just shows the difference perfectly. So, there was this boutique spending $5 here and there on boosted posts. Their cost to get one customer was a painful $45. And you guessed it, they were stuck in Learning Limited. But when they shifted that spend into one strategic $50 a day campaign, their cost per customer plummeted to just $12. They spent more each day to save an absolute fortune overall.
Okay, so how do you find the right number for your business without just taking a wild guess? Let's walk through a super simple but really powerful formula that the pros use. This is how you stop donating your money to Meta and start investing it like a genius.
It's called the 10x rule, and it is this simple. First, you've got to figure out your target cost per action, or CPA. Basically, how much is one sale or one lead worth to your business? Let's say it's $5. Okay, step 2. Multiply that number by 10. That gives you $50. And right there, that's it. That's your calculated minimum daily budget.
Honestly, this formula is a total game changer. And if you want some help applying it and building out a custom strategy that really drives results, our team of experts is ready to jump in. You can find us over at mbl.com. All right, so now that you've got your budget dialed in, let's layer on a few insider tips. These are the small tweaks that can help you totally outsmart the competition and make every single dollar you spend work that much harder for you.
First up, you have to avoid what I call the weekend peak trap. Your ad costs, or CPMs, can jump by as much as 20% on Fridays and Saturdays because, well, everybody's advertising. The really savvy move? Launch your new campaign on a Tuesday or Wednesday. This lets the algorithm learn and gather cheaper data points before that weekend bidding war kicks off.
Next, let's talk about budget types. For smaller test campaigns, we're talking under $100, a lifetime budget is your secret weapon. See, instead of forcing a rigid daily spend, it lets the algorithm act like a smart investor. It'll spend more on days where there's a ton of opportunity and pull back when costs are high. It makes a small budget punch way above its weight class.
And to really nail that 10x formula, you need to know the ballpark figures you're working with. Take a look at these 2025 industry benchmarks. A single click could cost you anywhere from 40 cents to over $1.70. Getting your ad in front of 1,000 people, that could be between $6.50 and $15. Knowing these averages is your reality check. It helps you set a realistic CPA for that 10x formula, so your budget is actually grounded in real-world data.
All right, we have covered the why and the how. So now, let's put it all together into a simple, immediate action plan you can use to launch your next test campaign the right way, starting today.
Here is your 7-day test plan. It's super simple. Step 1, if you're just starting out, set your campaign goal to link clicks. It's a great way to gather data quickly and cheaply. Step 2, commit to that $20 a day minimum for 7 full days. No quitting early. And finally, step 3, keep an eye on that dashboard. If you're still seeing learning limited after day 4, you know the answer. Either nudge up that budget a little or broaden your audience.
So, here's the bottom line. Running ads on a tiny budget isn't really saving money. In most cases, it's just a donation to the platform with zero expectation of a return. Now that you actually understand the rules of the game, the real question is, are you ready to stop donating and start making strategic investments in your business's growth?
And if you are ready to build that real investment strategy and turn your ad spend into predictable, consistent growth, our team is here to help you do it. Get a personalized consultation by visiting us at mbail.com now. It's time to start winning the ad game today.